welcome darts fans. This will be my second video ever on the PDC Winmau World Masters 2026. So after 2 nights of great darts, just gonna talk a little bit about it and discuss the results. First things first, the new setup that the ITV have, even though it's the PDC clearly heavily involved in it all, the new setup is far better than what ITV used to have previously. ITV just seemed to have a lesser quality than Sky had. They also got rid of that Da Fratelli song that everybody was sick of hearing. I like the leaderboard and stuff that Dan Dawson was doing with player rankings, etc. The new stage is far better. The lights underneath the walk-ons, again, that's brilliant. Polly James is the same as she's always been. And we got Winmau and Chris Mason standing together, which we thought we'd never actually get. But yeah, so we got Thursday night. The results were, Chris Dobie beating Jermaine Watermina 3-0. Gary Anderson beating Neil Zonnefeld 3-2. James Wade beating Madars Razma 3-2. Bit of controversy after that match for some reason. I mean, James Wade is showing a picture of him shaking his hand. Madars Razma is just, I don't know, he's complaining, talking about being from a smaller country. Obviously, none of us actually know what happened. But that was a relatively, well, not relatively, it was a really close game. Nathan Aspinall beating Shane McGurk. Johnny Clayton beating Wessel Nyman. This is a result that doesn't reflect what actually happened. Garrowin Price beating James Hurrell 3-0. James Hurrell played that game really well. McGowan Price was just levels above him that night. And could he be in contention of winning it? Who knows? But then the short result of Thursday night is obviously Michael Van Gerwen losing 3-0 to Damon Heta. In a game where both of them never actually played very well, but Damon Heta was just slightly better. That's the 5-time Masters champion out. We know he's had carpal tunnel surgery. And it seems to have affected his game. It's the first time in over a decade anyway he's been outside of the top 3. Will Michael Van Gerwen hit any form again after this? I know he's in the Premier League. I guess time will tell. And then to round off the night was Jan van Veen against Ryan Joyce. Ryan Joyce was good in the first set, but then faltered a little bit when Jan van Veen found his rhythm. And then Friday night's action, Luke Woodhouse just annihilating Martin Schindler. Ross Smith beating Jimmy Van Shee. On my TikTok page, I shared the last video, obviously in little sections. Somebody asked me, who do you have on to win the tournament? I said, I've got Luke Littler on to win it because it's one of the majors. He's not won yet. He's only been around 3 years. But I said that Jimmy Van Shee would be one to look out for. Obviously, the WDF Masters champion and the WDF World champion. He's just one to look out for the future. Danny Noppert coming back in, beating Daryl Gurney. Ryan Searle in a 3-1 loss to Rob Cross. Again, it was a good match to watch. That one was. Josh Rock beating Connor Scott 3-1. The tri-wing flights always put me off I never really quite know what's going on there. But, everybody uses different equipment. Josh Rock, again, struggled in the first leg. But when he found his rhythm, unbelievable. But then the match of the night was Luke Littler versus Mike DeDecker. But Mike DeDecker missing one match start to put out the world number one. It's not the first time that Mike DeDecker's got this close to knocking out Luke Littler in a competition. Mike DeDecker is a tremendous player. Should probably win more than he has. I don't know, should he win more than he has? I don't know. But it comes to just a little bit at the end of it. Just wasn't enough. However, Luke Littler, he went on to the next round. Luke Littler, getting the looks mixed up. Luke Humphries, he beat Dave Chisnell 3-1. Dave Chisnell struggling a lot. He has went right down the pecking order. I believe he's world 22 or something now. I don't have the stats in front of me at the moment, but I've always liked Dave Chisnell. Always liked Luke Humphries, but Dave Chisnell, just for the last few years, the scoring power just hasn't been there anymore. I don't know. Is Chisnell going to end up just at floor events? I don't know. And then to round off the night was Stephen Button against Jeffrey DeGraff. Stephen Button won that game very comfortably. So yeah, that was the roundup of Thursday and Friday night, which has been a great start for the competition. We're gonna have a look and see what the I'm trying to get up the I'm trying to get up the second round fixtures. I did have them saved on my phone. However, I have to use my phone to record at the moment, and I'm not much of an editor, so just bear with me a second while I get it up on the old tablet here. Come on in. There we go. Bracket was. I am so sorry for filling this dead space with absolutely nothing. I could tell you that I play with 28 gram darts, but nobody really cares. Why would you care? You know what? I'm gonna do a second video for the next round of fixtures because I can't bloody find them so quickly. Anyway, take care.